Sierra Leone is a small, war-torn African nation that most Chicagoans couldn't find on the map. But for youth from Wellington Avenue United Church of Christ, Sierra Leone feels much closer, thanks to the Books for Africa project they worked on with political science professor and author Reverend Dick Simpson. Let's meet Ingrid Alfaro and Annika Alfaro, who both attend Hawthorne Scholastic Academy in Chicago. We also welcome Deborah and Sarah Moosen, who is a student at Helen C. Pierce School of International Studies. Would you mind telling me a little bit about your Books for Africa project?
We heard that they were bringing books for Africa, and it was actually really interesting because I got really excited about it. So we each went home and brought books, and everybody donated them, and we collected them at our church, and it was really fun.
Okay, and do they all go to Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you guys find out about that country?
When I came to Wellington was when I heard the most about it, but when I was in sixth grade, we were learning about Africa, and I had to make a map, and I saw Sierra Leone. I didn't know much about it, but I knew that it was there.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about Sierra Leone until we went to Wellington. So, yeah.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about why it's so important, you think, to reach out and do this project?
Well, I think it just gives you like a deeper connection with those around the world. So it's nice to connect with somebody who's not like living in the same country as you and to help them out. And
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Deborah. It's like you take faith in action, so it feels good to help out somebody who is in need.
What kind of books did you guys send over there? Is it just what people give you, or is it a little bit different?
I think it's just what people gave us, and as long as we were able to use it.
And did you work with people from your church in particular?
We worked with our church school teacher. We did.
Yeah.
We worked with her a lot, and she kind of helped us learn kind of deeper into Saudi Arabia, Sierra Leone. Yeah. So we learned more about it, and I think that made us want to help more. And she helped us organize the books, and we spent one whole day just going through it and organizing.
What more did she tell you that kind of triggered your response?
She told us that there was a civil war going on, and that most of their school books and most of their books and schools were destroyed. So that made me want to help them and bring in books.
Okay.
yeah, I also I recently found out, and I was actually really interested, that Sierra Leone was a slave port.
We also learned about a bunch of tragedies that had happened there during the Civil War. Like a lot of kid soldiers had been hired, and most of them died when they've been ripped away from their homes, their childhood, and their education. It's just, I can't imagine living up like that. I need to go to school and see my friends.
And your teachers in the church helped you with this, yeah?
Yeah.
And how did they help you kind of build your project?
Well, we have two different teachers. So.
Yeah, we have, so Deborah is with the older kids, and we're with the younger still, but so what our teacher helped us, like I said before, she helped us learn more background, so we had more information. And, well, she helped us organize the books, collect them, what kind of things they needed, and what kind of books we should bring in.
Okay, and how did you collect the books?
We put them in big containers when they got there.
We took them from our home library, books that we've read more than once.
And put them in big containers. And then brought them to church, and then put them in bigger containers. And gave them to Leone.
It's a long process.
Yeah.
It's a lot of containers.
Right, lots of containers. Do you guys have books that you thought were particularly important to send over there, or books that were important to you that you thought might help others?
Me and my sister, we sent over some learning to read books. So kids who were in like kindergarten, those kind of grades, they to learn how to read and write and speak.
We also sent over some like second grade and the third grader level books. like Magic Tree House and Stink.
I love that series.
What's Magic Tree House?
Oh, it's about two kids who are around, I guess, Annika's age.
Yeah.
And they go into a tree house and they read storybooks in the tree house, and each story comes to life. So they kind of just like go on an adventure, and it's like a really fun book to read. I read it when I was younger.
If you guys met children from Sierra Leone, what do you think you would have in common?
A lot of kids over here have a deep love for education, but over there, I'm sure more do. They're going to cherish the books more than us over there because it's all their libraries have been destroyed, and it's not as easy as them to get an education as us. And the saying, you don't realize how something important is to you until it's gone, it really applies to this situation because I know a lot of them would love to learn.
Do you guys have any plans for continued service projects?
We actually did a few in the past. Like, as I was in the teen group, so we went on a mission trip this year, or like last year, I guess. And we helped kids with autism over the summer. So by doing this project with the books, it also, like, it makes me want to do more things like this. So that's a connection, I guess.
Yeah, and
When we did,
go ahead.
We did 2 service projects that we made toys for cats, and we gave them to the cat shelter, Treehouse Cats, and we also gave food to the Lakeview Pantry.
And birthday bags.
Yeah, birthday bags. It was
What are birthday bags?
Oh, so at our church school, people go to the food pantry to get food because they don't have the money to spend money on food like others do. So we thought if they don't have money to spend on basic food, then they must not have a lot to spend on birthdays. So what we did was we put together birthday bags and we put in frosting mix, cake mix, a card, and a little present. So if a parent comes in and they have a child or a family member that's having a birthday the week or something, they can grab a birthday bag and take it home so they can make the cake and the frosting and have a little birthday for the person.
Can you guys tell me more about detention center backpacks?
Yeah.
So we also made detention center backpacks, and what we did was we got a whole bunch of backpacks, and different families brought in different items, and we each packed up a backpack and then sent it off to a detention center so that people there can take it with them. And it was kind of like a little care package, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
Oh, I was gonna comment. When we did that, some of us put letters inside the backpack.
She actually got one back.
Yeah, I got one back. So I put a letter inside the backpack, and I got a letter back to the church from the person I made the backpack for. I didn't know who it was gonna be, so I wanted to know a little bit how it was like their journey back to their country. So I wrote a letter to them, and I got it back saying, this backpack really helped me along the way, get through the week journey that I had to take to get back to, I don't remember what country it was, but they were appreciative of it.
That's great. Well, thank you guys for joining me.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm Ashley Clark for Different Drummers and the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.